a night at the Museum, a soothe operator, and a ghostly extinction on today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome, everybody, to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and compete for who has written the funniest joke. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
Ricardo Leon, our producer for today. I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Eric Hughes.
Eric Hughes.
You've been a guest on the show enough times where we don't have to coddle you anymore.
Yeah.
You just say your name, big boy.
Fly, baby bird.
I wasn't sure where the order was.
Our normal
Bouncing back and forth.
Our regular producer, Vanessa, could not be with us today, so Rick has taken over. But Rick, did you write jokes or no?
No.
All right.
Okay.
Rick,
High energy today.
Yeah. Did you write a Taylor Swift parody song?
No.
Why not? You know Vanessa always brings a Taylor Swift parody song when
One
she
day
produces.
we're going to play it
No.
on the show.
Yeah.
One day.
What was it? It was about, what was the Taylor Swift song supposed to be about?
It was down bad, but it was about my phone data.
Oh, yeah.
It's off air.
It's a shame.
Happening.
It's a shame we'll never know.
We've got exciting lives.
Sailor Twift over there.
Sailor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
How was everyone's 4th of July?
Sounds like a Dickensian.
It was
character.
really awesome. I finally got to go to Carly's famous 4th of July weekend party.
Oh, famous?
Yeah. So I got to see the pool volleyball and compete in some games. And shout out to Carly's husband, Robert. He and I were a team for the cornhole games, and we triumphed. But it was like epic battle, like where we had to pull victory from the jaws of defeat multiple times, and we made it. We made it through.
Well, the bigger question is, did you have a good time? It
my
sounds
God,
like it's mainly just like fighting and battling.
We usually do like a cornhole tournament and like a beer pong tournament for anyone that wants to participate. There's no prize. It's just like for bragging rights. And if you want to participate, everyone signs up, and then I'll randomly like pull your name out of a hat for partners.
The bowl of keys. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to pick your partner, because I feel like then you just end up spending the whole time with like your significant other, and you don't meet other people or interact with new people. So I want everyone to mingle, so I do it this way. Amanda and my husband were partners, and they kicked everyone's ass. But they had to come through adversity because they ended up having to play more games than every other team because there was an odd number of teams, and they still pulled through. It was amazing.
So you had more practice. That's not fair.
It was amazing.
it was really fun.
So, like, I think we said it recently on the show that Jeremy is by far the most competitive player on the show. But in terms of living out in the world, Carly is the most competitive person in the entire world.
I don't
If you want to go to a party that Carly is at, there's going to be a tournament.
Yeah.
You're just saying that because I happen to have a competitive group of friends.
It's not me, it's my friends.
The parties,
It's not me, that's the people around me.
but because the parties that Rick and I have been partners for some of these tournaments have not been my parties. They've been other people's parties.
And they didn't have games planned for their parties. And then she came in and...
Carly says, anybody who wins gets bragging rights and gets to sleep with my husband, but not as good as I do it.
Here's the thing. I feel like it's not like I'm competitive because I need to win. That is not how my outlook is. I feel like it is more fun playing any game if everyone in it is invested in winning because it makes the game more fun.
Sure.
I
But if
completely
I
agree.
lose, I'm not an asshole about it. Like I lost to Amanda, and I was like, "Great job, you guys!
Party's
Good
over.
game.
Everyone out.
Everyone get the fuck out of my house. I'm going to bed." But it's not like I did it as like a sore loser. I was just tired.
Well, why did Robert have to sleep on the couch?
It just because he's having back issues, and it's helpful
That
for
I
his
caused.
back. Yeah, because I carry him on my back all the time. It's tough carrying the team. A lot of pressure on the back.
All right. Well, now that those competitive juices are flowing, let's get into round one.
This is so gross. World's largest coprolite collection becomes Arizona Museum. So stupid. In 2015, George Franson earned the Guinness World Record for the world's largest collection of coprolites, the scientific term for fossilized species, with 1,277 fossils that once graced the digestive tracts of ancient animals. Franson turned his collection, which now numbers 8,000 poo pieces,
Poo pieces.
into a virtual...
I fall poo pieces.
He turned his 8,000 poo pieces. Was that the Wilhelm scream? Franson turned his collection, which now numbers 8,000 poo pieces, into a virtual exhibit and took the physical coprolites around to various museums as a touring exhibit for years. He now opened a permanent museum located in Williams, Arizona. Isn't it Williams Field?
No.
It's just Williams?
Williams is its town.
Ooh, how's this guy sound? Several years ago, I noticed a glaring absence of coprolite.
Not like that.
Nick Nolte's joining
Not like
us again.
that. Yeah. You're stepping on my toes, Carly.
Yeah.
I noticed a glaring absence of coprolite representation in mainstream sources and museum exhibits.
She's
Franson.
so competitive.
I know, right?
Franson told Guinness World Record. The museum, billed as the world's premier dinosaur poop museum and gift shop, offers free admission to all
and
poo
oil
visitors.
change lube center.
All poo visitors, free admission.
Wow, that was the best Nick Nolte I've ever heard.
Also, ironically, no bathrooms. Got to use before.
I think you could hide it pretty well. in there.
Yeah, you just put it on the shelf.
No, before you go when you can't go.
All
Go
right.
first.
Eric Hughes, as our guest, would you like to go first or last in this round?
Let's kick it off. Welcome to Assig Park. Spared no expense.
Oh, God.
Acid.
An A-Rex.
Maybe we can punch.
The Velociaster.
Oh, God.
Man, it's getting better and better.
Tricera ass.
I'll go next since we're on that theme. They also have the director's cut of Jurassic Park where the guy bites the T-Rex off the porta potty.
Want to divert from the Jurassic Park theme here?
No.
Yeah. One display at the museum shows the poop of a dinosaur that had eaten from a ghost pepper plant. It's called the Scream.
Back to you, Eric.
The owner of the collection is set to donate his body to science after he was diagnosed with shit for brains.
For her pleasure. I don't know.
He's a real freak.
She likes those fossils hard. I see. It can make sense. Petrified.
Nobody wants a soft fossil.
The world's premier dinosaur poop museum, leagues above its competitors, like the, what did I write? The Poov, the Shitsonian, and of course, Danny's Dino Dookie and Frozen Custard. Way better than that one.
Yeah, but that one's really kid friendly.
Oh, my God.
Dookie.
I like the entrepreneurial spirit, but I'm not sure the concession stand only selling Milk Duds and Whoppers is a great idea, but you do you.
You do you.
Oh, I was about to chastise you for that tag, but Amanda loved it.
I guess I won't say it's a piece of shit.
I did love it.
You know, being the number one collection is great and all, but give me a call when his museum is number 2.
Good.
Ring, ring, ring. Boy, have we got a good news for you.
You're the only one on our phone list. New findings may shed some light on just how these dinosaurs may have sounded. It's not the terrifying roars that you hear in movies. It's more...
Wait, where's my camera? Oh, there it is.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Museums are always a good first date idea, but with this one, I'm hard pressed to believe you'll get a number 2.
Why did you emphasize hard pressed?
Also,
What's a
museums
fossil?
aren't a good first date.
What?
Yeah, that would be terrible for
The museums are not a good first date.
They're not.
You're
No.
not a good first date.
Need to eat a meal or get a drink. That's it.
What about a hike?
No.
What about
like,
a hike to the Shitsonian?
No,
You're
a
just
hike
trying
is
to
a
gauge
great
whether or
first
not
date.
you're like.
Interested in going to the
I feel like we've...
You need to look at them.
You know, so
Not
my
walk
friend Nasha was
beside
saying
them.
yesterday, because we went to the Cheesecake Factory for lunch, and she
Good
said
first date.
there's like a, yeah, okay, that's what I said. She said there's a big controversy about whether people consider the Cheesecake Factory a cheap date.
Oh.
And I was like, that is a fancy establishment. And we
I think
should all be so lucky.
it used to be when there weren't so many chains, and now
Mm.
because there's so many, it's like on the same tier as like a Chili's, where you go, there's one in every corner.
See, I just feel like, I mean, yeah, scarcity, sure. There are lots of them, but they're more expensive than Chili.
Oh,
Rather-
it's not cheap. Nothing is cheap anymore.
Yeah,
Chili's is an expensive date now too.
I'll tell you what, listeners and viewers, it's a shame that some of us are taken, because we'd have shown you the good time. Right?
I'd rather take a date to a museum than a factory.
Yeah, Ricky, you think that the whole point of the date is to look at the person? What about a mirror museum?
Ew.
Just looking at yourself.
Like a circus or like a carnival. Yeah.
No, I mean,
we got there.
You know what? I'll save it for my burning question. I got a lot of questions for Ricky here.
I guess those are okay.
The mirror
But
museum
then
is
you
good
need to plan on like getting dinner afterwards or getting a drink
to discuss
afterwards.
the mirrors.
Problem
Or probably first.
the museum, I will say the museum as a first date, I think is terrible because you find out that your timing of museum viewing might be so off. And you know, like, what if you're with someone who like goes really slowly and like reads all the cards?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
Then-
guess you find out.
Then you
fast.
find out
Yeah.
quick, then they're not a keeper.
But then you're just there at
dare
the
they be.
museum.
What if your date takes like 20 minutes to eat their cheesecake?
That's true. That would
Kick 'em
also
to the
be
curb.
just no. We're not going to work out. Okay, so Amanda Kerberg, we're done with the jokes. What did you think? Thank you, Bob.
That was a great Nick Nolte.
Okay.
Our date's going pretty well, it looks like.
All right, Bob, we'll start with you. The T-Rex porta potty switcheroo was great. Gave it a 3. The Poov, I loved. I guess located in Paras.
Oh, that's pretty
Just
good.
thought of
Their
that.
asses. Huh?
Okay, and pooping sounds, I love.
Pear.
The moan ass Lisa.
Get out of here with your moan ass, Lisa.
Whatever that means.
You don't know if I'm happy or I'm upset about that joke. You'll never know.
Got your eyes following me everywhere I go.
You're tearing me apart, moan ass Lisa.
Oh,
Tearing
boy.
my ass apart.
Okay, so you close around a 9. Very good job.
All right.
Jeremy, the scream I thought was pretty cute. I gave it a 2. The milk duds and the doo-doos.
The milk doesn't doo-doo. Now, at the movies, that's my preferred.
That's a third date.
That's my favorite band from the 60s.
Okay.
Oh, the doo-doo ops.
I loved that. I gave it a 3. And then the number 2 with the hard press. I also found it a little interesting that you pressed on the hard pressed so hard. But I know it was kind of like, I guess, a constipation play on words. I
No,
assume.
fossils.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
compressed.
fossils.
like,
Duh, Amanda.
Fossil.
Thought it was supposed to be a fossil and.
Well, it sounds like that's a
constipation.
1.
Whatever. Okay. Anyway, I liked it. I give it a 3. So you closed around with 8. Eric, ass like fart. I mean, there was no way when you did the trumpet when you did the trumpet theme. You
It
were
was
not,
a trumpet, right?
could have been a cornet. That you were not going to get the bonus point of the round for that joke. So that was a 3 plus a 1. The shit for brains, really cute, gave it a 2. And then the museum being number 2 was great, gave it a 3. So you closed the round with 9. So going into round 2, we have a very close battle. Eric and Bob tied with 9. Jeremy close behind with 8.
Very competitive.
Oh, are you hard pressed?
All right.
But
well-
anything can happen in round 2.
Well, I was going to say, I think we'll be hard pressed to find some good jokes in round 2.
I think we're going to be hard pressed to find some good jokes in round 2. Okay,
I think we're gonna
make the
be
edit there, Robert. make
pressed.
make the
Some
edit.
good jokes.
Use my take.
You guys are so cute.
You have to emphasize hard pressed.
Cute's the word.
Round 2. AI is being used to identify and soothe stressed call center workers with photo montages.
Soothe, right?
Soothe operators. The technology is being used by First Horizon Bank as a way to keep its stressed out call center agents who deal with angry and abusive customers from quitting. The system is trained to analyze agent behavior for signs of stress, taking into account customers' survey data, time spent waiting in queues, time spent in an interactive voice response system, and number of times the
Great
customer
Beastie Boys song.
and number of times the customer has had to call back. It also analyzes the agent's stress level based on the language they use in calls and chats and when their tones become harsher. When triggered, the system runs a montage of personal photos, such as vacation and family photos, set to music. There are even inspirational posts at the top and breathing bubbles at the bottom to hopefully stop workers from going, quote, postal. You guys know why they call it postal?
Why?
Why?
Do you know that?
Oh,
because
yeah, I do, but-
Because of like male officers. Was it mailmen going crazy, or was someone shooting up a U.S.
No, it's
postal?
the mailman
Mail
would
people.
go
The
crazy.
mailmen
Yeah.
would go crazy and like shoot up the place.
We said yes.
Postal. I just
The
wanted to make sure
mail
we're all on the same.
officers.
I thought I knew, and then I started to think maybe I didn't.
I didn't want to call them mailmen because sometimes they're women.
But they're all officers.
They're officers of the mail.
Officers of the mail. All right, guys.
I never thought of them as post officers.
What's a post office?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you work in an office, you're an officer.
You know what?
Okay.
Fucking fair. You're right.
That's why they say you're going officer.
All right, Bob.
Let's see. When I get stressed, it helps to see my wife's face, and it really helps to see those gigantic breasts that AI gave her.
The AI can also generate soothing images, like the call center employee spending the bank customer's money on a pizza party.
Unfortunately, they are also using the AI to simulate even angrier customers to make the average angry customer seem less furious by comparison.
I am so mad at you.
The window
I
over.
waited 12 minutes for this call.
They're showing you their middle fingers, like multiple 7 middle fingers.
Just all their
twisted. Oops, I got to the fucking goddamn it.
You all right?
Yeah, no, I went to camera 3 on accident, which is just a black screen when I did my finger thing.
Sorry, viewers, can't show you that one.
Listeners, don't worry about it. The blackness is all you see anyway when you listen to us.
And what you feel.
The darkness. yeah, just dark.
1, 2, 3 jokes. Feel the blackness.
Feel the void.
Yeah, for your black experience, come to Jokes.
This is black entertainment podcasting.
Okay.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, too far, Rick. Well, it helps at work, but now at home, whenever I see my daughter's face, I just hear an old man screaming about his checking account.
Oh, no.
Pavlovian.
Yeah, the reverse Pavlov.
That's good.
I sense you are stressed and overwhelmed. Would you like to see calming photos of your family? To see photos of your son, press 1. To see photos of your daughter, press 2. To see vacation photos of the last time you were happy, please stay on the line.
Oh, that's good.
The AI also generates photos of what it thinks the worker's family looks like, plus or minus a few fingers.
So, do I just throw away this stress ball that's shaped like my childhood pet, or
No, AI will show you a photo of it when you're stressed.
I'd like for AI to detect this while they're on the calls, and as their stress level rises, music plays louder and louder that the customer can hear, like abusive. Oh shit!
agent?
Give me a
Agent.
moment.
All right, listeners.
Pause.
Listeners, Jeremy was reading his joke from his phone and then like exited out of his joke screen. Or something.
Like you're getting played off at the award ceremony. Like, I'm so pissed off at you. I just want to say, fuck you, fuck your company, and I'll never spend another penny there again.
Our next caller.
That's the window I accidentally closed.
That's great.
75th
That was really
Annual Academy Awards, brought to you by Kodak.
And depending on the worker's facial cues, the AI will dispense either a Valium, an Adderall, or both.
Put your mouth to the receiver.
Not there.
Oh, what? Actually. Is that it for the jokes in round 2? All right, Amanda Kerberg, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. Okay, we'll start with Eric. The angrier customers one was good, but it also just gave me anxiety. So I gave you a 2.
Something to consider.
That made me feel bad.
The plus or minus fingers, great. Always love an AI fingers joke. 3, and then the uppers and downers options, great. Gave it a 3. So you close around with 8 plus 9. So you're moving into the next round with 17.
AI
Qualify.
fingers sounds like a modern day Dick Tracy villain.
AI fingers.
Yeah, fingers.
He doesn't need an automatic weapon.
He just shoots pieces of fingers.
Fingers.
This isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, he doesn't need a gun because he shoots his
Yeah,
fingers.
just be like, I heard 10 fingers already shot, so I think you're out of rounds.
No, I'm AI, bitch.
I got a bump stock of fingers.
And
how they
50 toes, too.
That's how.
Lucky.
All right, Disney, we're rebooting Dick Tracy for you.
Okay, Bob. The gigantic breasts I thought was hilarious. 3.
They're
The
comically large.
the Pavlov thing with the checking account, great. 3, and then the stress ball. I don't know. I didn't really get it, so 2.
Well, it's just another way to relieve stress. Not like this show, which induces it.
So you close around with 8, which means you are also moving into round 3 with 17.
Everyone's qualifying for round 3 so
Oh my
far.
gosh, it's crazy. Yeah.
We should have a qualifier.
Yeah.
If you're not above a certain amount of points,
Yeah, just
stop.
Oh,
do
boy,
this
that-
one out.
That'll lead Jeremy down a dark road.
Can you imagine? Like, Bob doesn't even have jokes for round 3, but Jeremy didn't even qualify.
Oh, I know. I see a lot of indignity in my future.
Okay, Jeremy. The pizza party was great. 3. The whole like to see photos of your son. Press 1. Wonderful. 3. And then the Oscars music playing you out was so great. I gave that a 3 plus the bonus point of the round. So you close around with 10, which means you have pulled into the lead going into round 3 with 18 points.
Wow. Well, you qualify too, Jeremy. So what is it?
Sorry, you have to be 17 or under to qualify for round 3.
So
You
Eric
have
and
too
Bob
many
have
points.
17. Jeremy
Yes.
is 18. Literally anything can happen in round 3. UK is running out of ghosts as old spirits are dying off. Very sad story. Oh, I better turn off my pulling a Jeremy here. Okay. Paranormal expert and author Dr. Paul Lee believes that the UK's spectral heritage is in serious decline as many ghosts have become dormant or moved on. Since January 2020, I've been contacting all the reportedly haunted locations on my app and asking if the residents, owners, or staff have experienced any unexplained activity.
That might be the closest
said.
Carly's gotten to an English accent.
So far, I've
And then she took a turn down a wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
So far, I've had almost 800 replies, and even some supposedly highly haunted places say they haven't experienced anything in the last few years. It does seem as though many famous ghosts are either dormant or have faded away or moved on. He suggested it could be that a spirit had a natural source of energy to begin with, which has dwindled away over time, leaving them without the reserves to manifest anymore.
At some point, I just started hearing,
It's kind of ASMR-y over
I'm a
here.
ghost
I got
as
headphones
well.
on.
I'm a ghost as well. I have no friends anymore. It's very lonely.
I heard boil, boil, toil and trouble. Boil and bubble. Anyways. All right, here's the joke.
What'd you hear?
I don't know.
I heard many things.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they all like died off, moved on, whatever, as much as moved to Los Angeles because these ghosts are Team Harry and Meghan, and you can't prove they're not.
That's kind of funny. I kind of
funny.
like that. I kind of like that.
If this was a real judge and they were like, your alibi's kind of convincing.
I kind of believe that.
In unrelated news, carbon monoxide hallucinations are on the decline.
I had that same thought of like, maybe it's just less people believing in ghosts.
I don't know about that. It's sad to see so many ghosts no longer see a reason to not live.
A reason to not live.
We've really...
Wait, I got a hoobastank.
If we had a nickel for every time Amanda said, I've got a hoobastank.
It's always the same one.
Not a perfect spectrum.
That was fun, guys.
I'm glad we could do this together.
This is Amanda's new segment, Found a Reason to Bring Up Hoobastank.
Hoobastank Corner with Amanda Kerber.
I was in college. That bloody video was on all the time.
Oh, sounds spooky.
We've really messed up our planet, but even the ghosts are like, it's too hot, I'm out of here, I'm crossing into the light, I'm going to take my chances in hell.
In a major unforeseen side effect of Brexit, the UK is running out of ghosts.
I like it.
I think you should have.
And understanding that
The Brexorcist?
Oh, damn.
The
Brexorcist.
Just vomiting fish and chips everywhere.
They got the mushy peas.
She pees.
Yeah, so unfortunate that these ghosts are going away. I mean, who's going to rattle my pots and pans and knock my books off the shelf?
I'll do it.
Yeah, people from other countries will just come in and take those jobs.
From hardworking ghosts.
Yeah.
They're not gone. They're just upset that none of the modern spirit communication tools can understand what they're saying anymore. Oh, mate. I don't like them off the ran. You better not come skip down on the pencil now. Did you hear that?
I hated that so much.
It's really hard to listen to.
So this is actually good news because modern ghosts would have the worst unfinished business ever. I never finish Lost.
You don't need to. It had a bad ending.
Like you.
making sense after season 3.
Wait, is the live person saying that to the ghost?
I'm another ghost. I saw the
I'm also a ghost.
Worst ghosts ever.
My unfinished business is that I wrote for Lost.
Let me speak your language. Woo!
Carly doing ghost voice
Called
again.
code switching.
Whenever I get around my family who's dead, it comes out. I, for one, am happy to hear that these restless spirits are finally buckling down and taking care of business and moving on. There we go. Was that it for the jokes? All right. Well, sounds like quite a haul for Bob Timmons as far as points are concerned. So, Amanda Kerberg,
Yes.
what's the official scorecard?
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a tight one, but Bob, we'll start with you. A reason.
Speaking of tight one,
A Reason to Not Live. I thought that was so fun, obviously. So I gave that a 3. And then Rattle My Pots and Pans. I thought was pretty cute. Gave it a 2. Taking Care of Business. Pretty cute. Yeah, you kind of gave up.
You don't have to look at me.
Right, you gave up.
That's it.
Okay, so that I got a 2. So Jeremy, the team Harry and Meghan, I know I didn't laugh a bunch, but I was really impressed with that. I thought that was such a clever premise.
it's okay to appreciate a joke.
So I give it a 3.
Hold on. Now, last episode. I think it was last episode. You literally said,
the
hold on a
last
second. You said to Jeremy, I hated it. Like one of his jokes. I hated it. And it was awful.
Yeah.
I give you a 2.
I did. I did.
I remember you saying to me, your joke was okay. I give you a 1.
It's because he took a risk. I punish you when you just,
Phone it in.
This isn't working on me. All right, continue.
Jeremy's a risk taker. We all know that about Jeremy.
I try to reward shooting your shot. Okay. The too hot one, I thought was pretty cute. Gave it a 2. And then that awful Cockney thing you did at the end was difficult to listen to, but very clever. Gave it a 3.
He took a risk.
That's not
Took a risk.
It was real risky disgusting all his friends.
doing a bad accent's not a risk for Jeremy. He does that every other sentence.
Here's a question. You're blaming Amanda's judgment on this, but maybe the reason is you.
Well, that stinks. Yeah.
Okay, Eric. The carbon monoxide poisoning one I loved. Gave it a 3. The Brexit I just loved so much. I gave that a 3. And then the modern ghosts. I love jokes about millennials and stuff as ghosts. I love millennial jokes. So millennial ghost jokes are hilarious. So you closed the round with 9. Jeremy closed the round with 8. Bob closed the round with 7. So what that means is that the bonus point of the round, which I probably would have given to Bob for A Reason to Not Live.
You can just still do that.
But Bob now has 24 points, and we're in a tight spot because Jeremy and Eric both have 26. So I'm going to take Bob's bonus point away. I'm going to award it.
Needless.
To the one you hate most.
No, I'm going to award it to Eric for Modern Ghosts, which means Eric is the winner of the episode with 27 points.
Oh.
Congratulations, Eric.
What was the?
Do you have
I think I'm doing Harry Potter.
What was that great little tune?
Eric,
You
do you,
came up with?
do you have a victory speech?
No.
I want you to do the Jurassic Park. Oh, he wants you to. He
he's
wants
gonna
to play you off, but
Oh
an
my
ad
God.
just turned on.
Yeah, he wanted to fuck you around. So
Will you
You
do the
could.
Jurassic
It's
Park?
such a good idea. Yeah. He'll play you off playing music.
Eric has won 5 episodes of One Two Three.
Has competed. This is his fourth
This is
win.
his 4th win, 5th nomination.
We gotta do an SNL 5-timers club or something.
Totally. Yeah.
Little patches.
This is the 5th time Amanda has rigged this episode for Eric.
This episode specifically, we're in a time loop.
Presenting the next win for Eric, Amanda Kerberg.
This is the This is the 140th time Jeremy has stormed off the set.
So actually, I did notice something on. I'm surprised Jeremy didn't win because I did notice something at the top of this.
Yeah.
We have a shared document, and we write down like who's going to be here, who's not going to be here. Jeremy, go ahead and read that.
Yeah, it says no Vanessa, Eric Hughes as guest comic, Ricky to produce, Jeremy to win episode, pre-planned with Amanda, writing here so no one gets mad. So I'm just kind of wondering why you deviated from the plan.
Someone broke their promise.
I don't know.
She put a $20 bill in her brassiere. Where did that come from?
Well, congratulations, Eric Hughes.
Mr. Moneybags.
Long-winded way to say all that. Before we talk to you some more, Eric, Carly, do you have any burning questions?
Oh yeah, I got a question for you. Bees. Fart bees. Burning question. Yes. Okay. I want to take it back to what Rick said at the beginning, and I want to know, like, if you are dating now or when you were dating, what was your like go-to first date? Where did you take people, or like if you weren't the one planning dates, like where would you want to go on a first date? Because I'm in
Pound
disagreement. Well, I'm in disagreement with Rick in that you only could get like food or drinks, and actually I think food on a first date sucks because I hate having to chew while I'm like talking a ton. I think eating should be reserved for like way down the line when you're a couple and you don't give a shit.
After you've been married for 4 years, then you can go out to eat.
Maybe your wedding night. I don't know.
Well, now it's like, with my husband, I'll order whatever I want. I'm taking home my leftovers. I don't have to stress about who's covering the check. But like in the beginning of dating, it's stressful. You're like, do I have food in my teeth? Am I eating too loud? Am I ordering like something unattractive? You're too in your head and you can't enjoy the meal, and it's like a waste of money. And I think food is a precious gift.
That's the ugliest pie I've ever seen.
I think you should just go to the park and bring Tupperwares full of the food you put.
I think like activities are more fun for early stage dating because you can interact and you get to see if the person's like fun doing shit. I like activities more than eating early stages. That's me. Rick, I know you have a different opinion. I'm curious.
Yeah, I can have a conversation and share a meal with somebody.
Can you have a conversation and do something else? Can you talk and
Like chew
walk?
bubble gum.
Rub your tummy.
All right, next.
Yeah. I don't know. First dates for me were, going out to dinner, and there was nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing shameful or love is love.
There is nothing wrong with that. I totally agree. I just think there's better dates than eating.
Carly,
I mean,
there's
I
nothing wrong with dinner that I went to. I was doing everything right.
I think boring people need to have a lot of fun when they're going out.
I did have a weird-
That's like
a weird first
on
date
that.
where she just ordered like 3 milkshakes because she didn't want to like chew while talking. It was really weird.
My
And
mom
she was lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys! My mom
Didn't
went on a
find that
first
out
date
till
with
then.
a guy who she met on like some. I think this was back when you would take out a personal ad in the newspaper, and she went on a date with this guy, and I guess he had just had his stomach stapled, and they went out for steak.
Oh boy.
And he didn't swallow the steak. He kept spitting it out. And my mom was like, is there something wrong with your steak? No. And he's like, oh, well, I have my stomach stapled, so I can't eat a lot, but I like the flavor. And she's like, no, not on a first date.
I'm having a wonderful time.
But that's the thing.
I didn't know we were going out for seafood.
Yeah. Well,
It's been fun, Eric.
anyway, that's fucking disgusting.
All right. Well, anyone else?
No, so I think, part of getting to know somebody is getting to know them in the most mundane, normal situation you're going to be in. It's like, you might go on a date like
later.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dude,
but then it's like, what's the... You're going to be like, oh, yeah, when we did bungee jumping, man, that's like, we did that all the time. Like, it became a big part of our relationship.
It's not an extreme. You don't have to go bungee jumping. Okay, you want to know what my husband and I did on our first date? And it was one of the best first dates I ever had. Yeah. We did a paint and sip. We talked the whole time. There was an activity entertaining us.
And
there was no food involved.
Yeah, but what if you get like wine in your teeth?
I probably did have like red teeth, but we were having
as there's alcohol,
Why were you
anything's
painting your
fine.
teeth?
Do you like me?
You can't
This is how
drink
it's gonna be.
you can't drink alcohol if you're going to like an axe throwing thing or
What?
a hike.
Have you been to axe
They
throwing?
definitely serve alcohol.
They
Shouldn't.
serve alcohol at axe throwing.
Shouldn't.
But I think axe throwings. Here's the thing.
I was going to say axe throwing.
I was going to say, well, things like bowling and axe throwing, I don't recommend for early dating because when you're taking turns doing the activity, then you're not interacting as much because, like, when I'm up bowling, you're sitting down, and when you're bowling,
Yeah.
I'm sitting
No,
down.
you're
But
hooting
you
and
get to
hollering at
watch.
the
You
booty.
know what I'm saying?
I think mini golf is a good. Mini golf is good, though.
I love mini
Mini golf
golf.
is great. They
Yeah.
have
I think
mini
that's a
golf.
good one.
Mini golf
Mini
is
golf
so fun.
great. Games, board games.
I had this, my history teacher in high school would just
You want
like,
first date?
He was a total gentleman.
no, I don't know, he would just go on these rants at the beginning of class for so long. And like, so it was lucky I just liked history because I would not have learned anything in this class. But in one of them, he just was like obsessed with explaining to us that we needed to know to never go on a date to ice skating if the woman knew how to ice skate and the man didn't. You could only go on a heterosexual date to ice skating because I went to high school in the 50s, if the man knew how to ice skate but not the woman.
I think
He's
he was
right.
trauma dumping.
Yeah. Really. He's telling you his personal
I
history.
was just like sitting in class just going, ugh, what?
He's right.
I could have taught that class.
It's so emasculating.
He's right.
Trying to stop and slamming your head onto the ice.
Yeah, Rick won't
repeatedly.
go ice skating unless he's got like a corn dog in his hand or something. There has to be food involved.
All right, I'm gonna weigh in a traditionally equivocating way. I really think that a first date needs to be like drinks and apps or like a light dinner or something like a kind of casual
apps.
casual new
I like
American.
apps. Apps.
Yeah,
No
some like
steaks.
drinks.
Low stakes.
Like drink no steaks.
Because you never know if that person just had their stomach stapled
Yeah.
'Cause,
and they
like-
like the taste of steaks and they just want to chew it up
Because
and
like
try
I want to
them.
talk enough that I know whether I want to spend more time with the person, and I also like to know a little bit about table manners because that's like a good thing to know. But I will say after first, I would always go to activities as quickly as possible because
Yeah.
I just prefer activities.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
Activities suck.
Well, speaking of,
And Rick, you are
And if
married
you're with
to-
somebody who like sucks at, like being on this activity, then you're like, that's worse than like, oh, I guess we just had a meal and mostly just ate. We threw axes together.
Okay,
and it
aside-
sucked.
Sorry, Bob.
Oh
Go.
no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's not important, really. I was just saying, I like a coffee date, like just kind of like a just chill, talk, have over coffee, that sort of thing.
I like an Irish coffee date.
I never minded a coffee date
That's where
for
I say an
someone.
Irish goodbye.
If I didn't
And then you
know,
kiss her on the Blarney Stone.
if I didn't know the person, like say if I met them from a dating app and it was our first meeting in person, I wouldn't mind a coffee date because I feel like you have a quick out if it's not going well. Like
Yeah.
a
Oh
dinner.
no, I have diarrhea from the coffee.
But again, a dinner on a first date kind of traps you there because you feel like you have to wait till the
Yeah.
other person's done eating.
and then when
It's
the
true.
check comes.
Yeah, and then it's awkward.
Right, that's kind of my reasoning. Is like both people can like there's kind of a set exit, unless it's like, hey, are you hungry? And then you can go get dinner or whatever.
You know what? I had that happen once where I went on a first date. It was a coffee date. We just grabbed coffee and we talked for like 2 hours. And he was like, do you want to go get something to eat? And that felt very natural because
Yeah.
we wanted to keep
Yeah.
spending time. So it was a great first date. He ended up being a psychotic piece of shit. Don't worry
So
about him.
don't do that.
Don't worry about
No
him.
coffee dates.
You never know with these people.
He
But
had a red flag at the beginning.
if it hadn't have gone well, I could have said no to dinner or whatever. I wasn't stuck there. I could have
Right,
left
right.
at any moment. But I've been on dinner dates where I've been like, I mean, I guess technically you can get up, but you don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
You still want to be a kind human being.
What do you think, Eric?
Well, my first date with my wife was 23 years ago.
I just went, oh my God, what were you guys doing?
They
back
went to
then?
a Nickelback concert.
They play White Snake on their phones.
We were 11,
Oh my god!
and we went to the 5th grade carnival.
Oh, that's
Fifth grade carnival.
That's
so
so
if you
good.
can,
That's Rick's
you can take a girl to the 5th grade carnival.
That's where I took my history teacher.
You took him. You were the aggressor.
I was like, I don't know how to carnival. Can you teach me?
Now
He's
it's
like,
getting a little.
only because I know how to carnival. And you don't.
It just
And they serve corn dogs.
gets up to the entrance at the carnival and starts slipping.
Oh, it's been a while since I carnivaled.
A little rusty, but I think I'll get it.
Oh my god! Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I have a. His story's cute. Okay, before we do any next segment, I have a real quick segment, but I need Eric's help. Could you please do your trumpet for the theme to Jurassic Park again for me, please?
For like 10 minutes.
Happy birthday, Bob!
Happy birthday! Welcome
So much-
to your 40s.
It's got cute little dinosaurs on it. I
Happy
didn't even realize it was on theme.
birthday to Bob.
He's a year older. All right. We have Bob's birthday's tomorrow. You can see how thrilled he is about it.
So excited.
But we love you anyways. Good job.
Great energy.
Congratulations, Bob Timmons, making it to 40.
Yeah.
A few good years left, maybe. We'll see. Now, we want to thank you guys for listening and watching. We appreciate it very much. If you enjoyed what you saw, what you heard, well,
People who are listening are not going to get this joke. Bob has a giant happy birthday balloon right in front of his face with a bunch of dinos on it.
I don't leave all the dead air for the listener.
Yeah.
I usually cover it.
I know, but the listeners won't understand why we're laughing at you.
good.
I don't
It's
understand why we're
Why
laughing.
would you
Introduce his
laughing
new
at Bob?
character, Balloon Head.
I feel like I'm the translator between our watchers and our listeners.
I know
She
you
is.
think that.
You guys, this is a good pitch for the YouTube show. Go check it out because you'd be seeing how amazingly, it looks like Robert is as Balloon Head is listening intently to you guys because his head is turned.
Now he's dancing.
Oh my god.
It's infectious, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, go to our Patreon for just $3 a month. You get our entire back catalog of episodes, like some stuff that I forgot to prepare. So listen to that, watch that. It's fun stuff.
That was a good episode. Speaking of good episodes, this was a good episode. And I'm Jeremy Martinez.
And I'm Ricardo Leon.
And I'm the birthday balloon.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Eric Hughes.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Happy birthday.
Birthday
No. That's copyrighted.
No, it's not.
No, that's not
No,
yours.
it's
Public
not.
domain
It's
now.
public domain.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Happy
birthday to you.
I don't like this
Concerned
birthday.
about us doing that Jurassic Park song. Or the Harry Potter theme. Or the Oscars music send-off. But God fucking forbid we do a happy birthday.
All right. This is the
God
best.
damn it, Jeremy.
Happy birthday, Bob.